So, exercises we've got today, they're going to be 3 30-second rounds of each one. So the first ones we've got skaters and calf raises. So it's going to be 30 seconds of each, 3 times through, and then you'll have a rest. All right, so our skaters, it's just opposite hand touching opposite foot. You want to try and step as far back as possible with that opposite leg. All right. You can make it harder by keeping that back leg off the ground if you want. It's up to you. And we're supersetting that just with calf raises, just on the spot, nice and simple. If you want, you can get a little bit of a mat or plate or something, just make it a little bit more challenging, but keep it with body weight there. So let's get the timer ready. So we've got 3 30-second rounds. So we'll start in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So 30 seconds of skaters. Just keep it nice and consistent. Just focus on your breathing. Halfway. And change. So straight into your calf raises. "15 seconds to go. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and change. So round 2, back to your skaters. "15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and change. So second round of calf raises. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, and change. Last round. So back to your skaters. If you can, try and pick up the pace a little bit. Try not to slow down. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, and change. Last lot of calf raises, and then we go to rest. "15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Cool. Grab a drink. We'll rest for about a minute or so while I go through the next ones. Same structure, so 3 rounds of 30 seconds. We've got squats, so slightly wider than shoulder width, toes pointed out slightly so they're not dead straight. Just squatting down and back up again. All right, you want to make sure that your knees aren't caving in like that. You want to push them out to the side. Switch on your glutes. So 30 seconds of squats, followed by 30 seconds of squat pulses. So that's the bottom half of your squat, just pulsing up and down. You want to try and make sure that your heels stay on the ground at all times when you're doing your pulses. So we'll rest for another 20 seconds or so, just so I can get my breath back, and then we'll get into it. All right, let's get set up, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. So 30 seconds of squats. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, and change. So down into your deep squat position, and we're just pulsing that bottom half of the movement. Just focus on your breathing. Try to keep your core tight. Keep your torso as upright as possible. We've got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up. Back to your squats. Round 2. Fifteen seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down into your pulses. Make sure those heels are on the ground, knees in line with your toes. 15 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and up. We've got one more round. So straight into your squats. Fifteen seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. Back down. Last lot of pulses. Fifteen seconds. Almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oof. Grab a drink. Those ones are hard. So we'll rest for a minute while I explain the next two. So same structure. We've got a couple of easier ones here. We've got bridges. So with your bridges, you want to rotate your hips. So your lower back's pushing into the ground, and you're just bridging up. Squeezing your glutes at the top of the movement. Alright, so there are your bridges. We're supersetting them with bicycle crunches. So opposite elbow to opposite knee. Alright. Nice and simple. 30 seconds of each, 3 times through. Get set up, we'll start in about 10 seconds. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and go for it. 30 seconds of bridges. It's a good opportunity to slow your breathing down. Focus on nice deep breaths. So 10 seconds. And change. Straight into your bicycle crunches. Got 10 seconds to go. And change. All right, round 2. Fifteen seconds. And change. Back to your bicycle crunches. Halfway. 3, 2, 1, and change. Last round. Back to your bridges. Really focus on that squeeze at the top of the movement. Halfway. 'And change. Last lot of bicycle crunches. Almost there. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Grab a drink. We'll rest for another minute or so. I'll run through the next ones. We're done for time. 10 minutes. So the next one we've got lunges. It's up to you if you want to step forward or step backwards. So we're stepping forward, lunging down, and then step back up. Step forward, lunge down, step back up. I'll show you side on. With our lunges, we want to try and make sure everything is nice and square. So 90 degrees at your knee, 90 degrees at your hip, 90 degrees at that back knee. All right. That way all your weight's evenly distributed. You don't want to be leaning too far forward, otherwise put too much pressure on that front knee. And width is about shoulder width wide. So we're not going too narrow, we're not going too wide either. So there are your lunges. And we're supersetting them with front calf raises. So you're just in a deep squat position, and you're just doing calf raises from there. All right. Same rules apply as your normal squats. We don't want to see your knees caving in with this movement. Want to try and keep your torso as upright as possible. So rest another 15 seconds, and then we'll get into it. All right, let's get set up. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. So lunges first. So just alternating each leg each time. Halfway. 3, 2, 1, and change. So dropping down, calf raises from that deep squat position. So I want to try and get as high on your toes as possible. 10 seconds. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up. Round 2. Halfway. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and change. So back down. Back to your calf raises. Halfway. Almost there. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and back up. All right, last round. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. Last lot of calf raises. We're almost there. Halfway. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, grab a drink. Rest for another minute or so. Run through the next 2 exercises while we're resting. We've got frog bridges. So essentially it's a bridge, but your feet are in that butterfly position. So feet together, knees out to the side. Rotate through your pelvis again. So you're pushing your lower back into the ground and just bridging up from there. All right. Should feel it more through the sides of your glutes as opposed to dead center. And we're supersetting them just with leg raises. All right. You want to try and keep your legs as straight as you can. Try to avoid touching the ground at the bottom. So you're keeping it engaged. Can make it harder by having your head and shoulders off the ground throughout the whole movement too if you want. That's why I try and keep it consistent. So get set up. We'll start in about 10 seconds. So 3 rounds in 30 seconds. All right, let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. Past halfway. Focus on the squeeze at the top of the movement. Want to really feel it through your glutes. 3, 2, 1, and change. Straight into your leg raises. Past halfway. Three, 2, 1, and change. So back to your bridges again. Fifteen seconds. And change. Straight into your leg raises. Try and keep your legs as straight as you can. Three, two, one, and change. Last round. Halfway. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. Last lot of leg raises. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good stuff. Grab a drink. We'll rest for a minute. We've got one more lot of exercises. Which one do I do? I'll go easy. We'll do the core and glute one. So it's a similar sort of concept to what we just did. So you're going to be bridging up a normal bridge, and then you're just going to walk your feet out as far as you can, walking back in. Right, out as far as you can, back in. Ideally, you want to be doing it on your heels as opposed to your toes. You feel it through your glutes and hamstrings more that way. So we've got those walkout bridges, and we're supersetting them just with dead bugs. All right. So with your dead bugs, opposite arm and opposite leg move at the same time, and the other two limbs just stay motionless up in the air. All right. You can make it harder for yourself by pushing your lower back into the ground and having your head and shoulders off the ground as well. All right. That just engages everything through your core the entire time. So we'll rest for another 15 seconds, and then we'll get into it. It's the last two exercises for today. So we're almost there. All right, get into position. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. So bridging up, walking your feet out, walking them back in. Try and keep those hips as high as possible the whole time. Got 10 seconds to go. And change. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Fifteen seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and change. So back to your walkout bridges. Try and keep those hips as high as you can. Focus on squeezing through your glutes. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and change. So back to your dead bugs. Halfway. 3, 2, 1, and change. So last round, we've got 60 seconds to go. Almost there. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and change. Last round of dead bugs. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest.